aka Mimosas and Manga, and you can find me on Instagram. Today's video is just a continuation of a series that I started, and it's a review video about volume 2 of My Happy Marriage, specifically the light novel version. I highly suggest that you watch my first video if you haven't, because they do kind of overlap with content and you'd be confused if you started with this one. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who watched my video. I appreciate the support and everyone who left feedback, as well as those who checked up on me in my comments. I am not abandoning my channel. The end of last year was just pretty rough for me, and I kind of had some things I needed to work out, but I am back and I'm so excited to be making content and making more review videos, and I just appreciate all the love that you've given me. So just want to give you guys some love back, and yeah, let's just get into this review. So we all know when it comes to dramas, nothing good can last forever. That's just how it is. When everything starts going smoothly, a wreck happens, and My Happy Marriage Volume 2 is no different. This volume picks up in Kyoka's residence, and Mio's made herself at home a little bit. You know, she greets him when he comes from work. They drink tea together after they bathe. You know, cute couple, like normal fiance stuff, right? But she can't help but feel like she's still not up to the level she needs to be as his future wife. So she wants to improve herself, and she kind of talks to him about picking up her education again, you know, learning how to be a woman of the house. And at this time, we're introduced to a few new characters that play key roles in this volume. However, I don't want to give away too much detail, so I'll let y'all read that and find out for yourself who they are. And pretty much she begins taking these classes, and she's doing good, but she's keeping a huge secret from her fiance and the other people that she sees on a daily basis. And that is that she's having reoccurring nightmares, and it's really to the point where all the weight that she had put on and all the healthy habits that she had developed while living with Kyoka in his residence after leaving her abusive family, she's like losing her weight, everything. Like, she looks ill and she's very frail again, and it's all because of her reoccurring nightmares. Now, she's very conflicted about telling anyone about them, but it's not because she doesn't want to. It's more so that she doesn't want to feel like she's burdening them with them. Kyoko's super busy at this time in this volume due to some crazy event happening that's made his work hectic, so he's not really home, and she just doesn't want to burden him with. Unfortunately, in this volume, Mio's lack of, or the inability to rely on her fiance, leads to some very unsatisfactory results and events that have them both separated for a period of time, and pretty much they're both in their feelings and feeling kind of, you know, unwanted by the other. But eventually, after a major incident involving Kyoka getting injured happens, we see Mio actually recognize her true feelings, or at least admitting them to herself in part, what she wants to obtain, or at least try to obtain in the relationship. Obviously, because it is a light novel and it is a drama, they do end up making up, and all's well that ends well once again. At least for now, because we have 2 more volumes in this series. So my thoughts and opinions on this volume. I really loved volume 2, more so for the time that it gave you to really take in each situation and chapter. One of my issues with volume 1 was that I felt like everything was rushed. Like, I felt like I didn't really have time to digest everything that happened. It was just like bam, 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 back to back to back. I enjoyed the foreshadowing at the beginning, in the prologue, because, you know, I got a little taste of, oh, something's obviously going on here, like what's going on. I really like how it kind of hyped me up for what was gonna happen. And also just like the mystery aspect of it. I really have been enjoying the mystery aspect of this novel as well as the last one. I like that they kind of throw in like a little mystery vibe there where you don't really know who's plotting right away, which I like. And I also loved the fact that it didn't make everything like a-okay between Kyoko and Mio. Like they're still struggling a little bit with communicating, and I felt like this volume was a good example of why communicating effectively in a relationship is important. And it also illustrated, you know, communicating in a relationship when you or your partner may not have been set up with that skill set. You know, she came from an abused household, so she's still kind of grappling with that ability to be open or feeling open, and also with the ideal of what a family means, because her family wasn't really a family. So I found that very interesting and kind of relatable to myself and my own experience. I was heavily invested in this volume for sure. So I stand by this volume like I did with volume 1. Excellent, excellent world building, plot building. I loved it. I do wish, however, that we got a little bit more background on each of the characters' families. We do get like the teeniest glimpse of each of their families in a way in this volume, but I wanted more of that. But like I said before, there's 2 more volumes, so hopefully in those 2 volumes we get to see more background of that family element explored, and hopefully Mio begins to understand what family means, and that they can just learn how to communicate together and have their happily ever after, and it ends in blissful satisfaction. Volume 2, and I highly recommend it to anyone. The light novels themselves, only volume 1 through 3 are available now. However, I want to say June 20th, volume 4, which is the final installment in this series, comes out. Each of the books are $15. I feel like it's worth the investment. If you want to read before you actually purchase it, I would suggest looking at your local library or having them, you know, get it for you so you can read it, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you know, you didn't waste any of your money. You can purchase it at Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, you know, all the major booksellers. The manga is also available as of now. Only volumes 1 through 2 are available, and I believe volume 3 for the manga drops on May 9th, and the anime adaptation is set to drop sometime this summer in July. So if you want to wait and just watch the anime, that's an option too. Thank y'all for watching my video and spending time with me today as I talk about My Happy Marriage Volume 2. I really hope that you enjoyed my review video, and if you enjoyed this one and my previous one, please like and subscribe, and just leave some comments on what you think I can do better, or if you have any feedback, positive, negative, it all works for me. Thank you. Mwah.